So, very disappointing news at the Grand Platner campaign in Maine against Susan Collins. There's another, I think it's the same girl, a girl that came forward on the New York Times, the previous article on Grand Platner, digging up the dirt on him. One of the persons says that, I think it's the same girl that said that he forced her into a room and just like locked her in there. And letters pretty much kept her there. He kept her there through the night. Well, that same girl has come out again and has elaborated more on her story, and now she's alleging that Grant Platner forced himself upon her. Grape. Apparently, he was intoxicated, very drunk, blackout drunk, and it's believable. The story is believable. Bottom line. Let me just say, I'll just come off the bat right now. Do I believe her? Yes. Do I believe that Grant Platner is a changed man? I also believe that. I don't know the guy personally, but from what I'm seeing throughout his campaign, yeah, I think he's changed. I don't think he's the same person anymore. Nonetheless, he did what he did. And would I vote for him if I were in Maine? I mean, I've always been a vote blue no matter who. Lesser of two evils, yada yada yada. Would I vote for him if I were in Maine? Yeah, I probably would, honestly. Would I vote for Jack just in case he drops out? Because there's talk that he might drop out and, I don't know, try to play his cards the best he can now, because he is hemorrhaging a lot of support. If he does drop out, would I vote for Janet Mills? Less enthusiastically, but yeah, I would. People are gonna say that you're a hypocrite because of our moral compass, and that's true. I do have a moral compass. I do think it's wrong to force yourself up on women. I believe the story. I think the girl's telling the story, but I also believe that Grant Platner is a changed person. But I think this is gonna be too hard for him to overcome. Would I like him to drop out? I think you should do it. Just drop out, because I think whether you stay or you don't, I think he's over. I think Susan Collins is going to get yet another term, and she's kind of dying office probably. By the way, apparently Mitch McConnell is also dead now, brain dead. I don't get it with these politicians. Why can't you just retire, dude, and have a dignified end? Why must you hold on to power? All these politicians, Mitch McConnell, the lady from California, whatever her name was, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Anyways, I digress. I would vote for him, yes. I'm not saying I don't believe the girl, but what choice do we have, man? That was pretty much the choice I was faced with. Biden versus Trump. I believe the accuser of Joe Biden, the lady Tara something. Tara Reid. Tara Reid accused him of, SA, and I wanted him to drop out as well, but obviously that didn't happen. I'm like, okay, so we're gonna have to choose between two sexual predators, either Joe Biden, who allegedly raped this girl, and I believe the accusations from her. And this is the thing with politicians and their accusers. It's not only the account from the accuser it's not only the side of the accuser that I take into account. I also take into account the reaction of the accused, and the way Joe Biden reacted to Tara Reid's allegations, it just made me think, okay, I think this dude did it. And there is corroborating evidence with Tara Reid's accusation of Joe Biden. And but yeah, that's a significant part of what makes me determine. Grant Platner, he has denied it, but I don't know. I think there's enough corroborating evidence there, and I think he will come clean and he will drop out. Or I don't know. We'll see what he does. Cause what do you do if you're in Maine? Vote independent or vote a third party or something? I guess. I mean, you're de facto gonna give it to Susan Collins. So I think she's in. I don't think if they bring back the current governor of Maine, I'm blanking on her name as well, Janet Mills. People are just not going to be as excited about her. So, and with Grant Platner, it sounds like there's a lot of disappointment in Maine right now, and hard to blame people for it. So as many as, I think a lot of them will still vote for him. I don't know if it will be enough to overtake Susan Collins because they were 50-50 anyway. It's not like it was a clear, it's not like Grant Platner was a shoe-in. But yeah, I do take into account how the politicians react to the allegations. All that shit that was thrown at Grant Platner, it just didn't stick for me. I just don't believe it. I believe this latest accusation, but all the other ones, no, they didn't deter me from supporting the guy. If I were a man, I would have voted for him gladly. The Nazi accusations, I still don't believe the guy's a Nazi, even though he had that freaking tattoo. Even though there's evidence that he sort of knew, but he didn't think much of it, and he just kept the damn tattoo. But you just look at his social media behavior, his story, his digital footprint. The dude did not speak like a Nazi. He was not a Nazi. Poor choices. He made poor choices, and man, what a shame. What a shame. But yeah, I'm giving you my honest opinion. I believe the accuser. I believe Tara Reid, and I still supported Joe Biden. I believe this lady, but if I'm faced with it, I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do? Support the guy that I do believe sexually assaulted her, or vote for the lady who supports the freaking serial sexual predator in the White House? I mean, there's no moral equivalent there. I do believe Grant Platner is a changed person, but just fucking fess up, man. If you're gonna run for office, you might as well air up all your skeletons. And he had to know that this girl was going to, once he heard that story that he forced a girl into a room, instead of denying it, he should have just clarified it. And I don't know. Easier said than done, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't want to put my skeletons out there either. I think a lot of people are scared of it. That's why a lot of people don't run for office. But yeah, I hear Ro Khanna withdrew his support from Grant Platner and other significant players, that supported his campaign. They're out. So the campaign is falling apart, and we'll see what he does. I think he's going to drop out. If he stays, will he win? I don't know. I don't think he will. I think Susan Collins just secured her freaking seat in office for another 6 years, and that fucking sucks. That sucks so much. But that's the current situation, and that's my bottom line. If I would like him to withdraw, but like with Joe Biden refused to drop out. I think he denied it even more flat out than Grant Platner. He refused to drop out. I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're fucking stuck between two sex pests. So, I mean, pick your poison, pretty much. I still believe Biden was the lesser of two evils, and I still believe he is. I think we made the right choice in supporting Joe Biden in 2020. I didn't want him to be. I wanted him to drop out after the Tara Reid story came out, but he didn't. Same situation with Grant Platner, I think. But it hurts more because Grant Platner is a true progressive, and I do think he is more remorseful than Joe Biden ever will be or ever has been, because that dude's almost dead too. But yeah, I guess we gotta maintain. The left has to maintain its stay on principle, and if I mean, you can't accuse the left of betraying him. They stood by him after every freaking fake story thrown at him. This story by Politico, uh, it's hard to pronounce the accuser's last name. Hey man, they got receipts, so it seems legit. And so it is what it is. I think Maine is a lost cause, but I could be wrong. You know, it's still a Democratic year. People are still angry at the Republicans for allowing Trump to become a tyrant and just degrade America's image worldwide, morally and just fiscally, and just I don't know. We just look stupid in the world, man. So what a shame, man. He was ready to go. He was motivated to go after Trump and all his cronies. But don't hide your fucking skeletons, because this is the result.